Tonight on KSL Outdoors.
The International Sportsmen's Expo is underway. We'll tour the show, plus
he's obviously an avid outdoorsman and I'm an avid outdoors woman.
We'll introduce you to a hunting couple who have both competed on Naked and Afraid.
Hunting, fishing, and loving every day. I'm Adam Eakle, and this is KSL Outdoors.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to KSL Outdoors. Hey, this week we brought you to the International Sportsmen's Expo. Your chance to come indoors to find something to do outdoors. Whether you want to listen to the crazy twin territory boys on how to fly fish, whether you're looking for a place to maybe go fishing, maybe you're looking for a place to take your family and go do a staycation or something, you know, down in Mexico or Canada. So much to see and do right here at the show. Hey, we're here with Brian Lang, the International Sportsmen's Expo president. 20 years you guys have been here. Why do you keep coming back to Salt Lake?
We love it.
Yeah, right?
Salt Lake is the greatest outdoor market in the world. And we came here in 1999, Salt Palace.
Yep.
And good old Doug was with us, and we had a wonderful time. So we've been back every year, and the show's grown as Salt Lake has grown.
Yeah. At this year's show, there's a huge emphasis, it seems like to me, and it always has been, for people to come here and find a vacation, whether it's on a side-by-side, whether it's in Mexico or in Alaska, whatever their idea of the outdoors is, they can find it here.
Yeah, and that's a good way to say it. We say your life outdoors, so we don't know where people want to go next. We have to have a variety, and it's near and far.
Yeah.
So we have a variety of travel destinations for the family.
Another thing people might be surprised at, there's a lot of things you can actually come here, hands-on, try it, and buy it on site.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's our strength, real strength, because a lot of people are intimidated, particularly if it's a new sport or a new destination, and they're in the research and discovery phase, and they want to ask a lot of questions of the owners and the person that designed the new fishing rod. Or here you can get those answers. It's try it and buy it if you want to. But we also have in many of our shows demo tracks, and we're looking at adding demo tracks in the future where you can actually go out and drive it.
I like that, yeah, especially when you look at the four-wheelers. You got, you know, High Adventure down there with the Can-Am, you got Polaris here, Yamaha, there's a few different other ones here, so it's kind of nice. It's actually a show, like you said, for people to come down here, figure out what kind of toots their horn.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you've watched our show for years, you know that we love southeastern Alaska, whether it's anywhere along the ABC Islands, that's Admiralty, Baranof, or Chichagof. You guys are actually on Chichagof.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. Elfin Cove. Tell me a little bit about it.
Elfin Cove is a small fishing community.
Yeah.
It gets up to about 200 people in the summers, and there's only about 5 people that live there year-round, but it's a great little community with a little quarter-mile boardwalk, and everybody's nice and friendly. And so.
Nice. Now you guys do fully guided trips, right?
Yep. You're going to relax in the cabin and have a great time while your captain and deckhand and drive you to the spots to get everything ready. So all you have to do is sit there and reel in your fish. It's perfect. You don't got to get your hands dirty or anything.
All 5 species of salmon?
All 5 species of salmon.
Halibut?
Halibut, great halibut fishing where we're at in the southeast. Some of the best. So
rockfish?
Rockfish, tons of rockfish. We actually hold the world record for the world's largest short raker rockfish at 44.1 pounds.
Cool.
So.
We're going to come up and see you guys next year.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
From the adventure theater to the fishing workshop, man, if you were looking for what to use, how to use it, or the gear to use, this is the place to be. The guy we want to talk to, he's right over here, Jared Johnson with Rocky Mountain Tackle. Dude, how you doing?
Hi Adam, how are you?
Good. Hey, I'm a Coke nut. You're a Coke nut.
For sure.
Yeah, you have got the Coke gear for Utah. And not only just the Coke gear, you also have other brands.
Oh, not only do we have other brands, we do trout, we do lake trout, we do bass, we do walleye, we do it all in here. You can look behind us. I mean, we got gear for everything, man.
Right.
Between the theater, presentations every half hour. So 1:32, 33 hour long. I go on here in a minute. Talking advanced kokanee. Got guys covering trolling techniques, guys covering walleye, guys covering rigging. I mean, it's all here for everybody.
Yeah, kokanee fishing, are you surprised? In Utah at least, it's really exploded in the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years.
It has. Well, it's blown up. Like you said, hey, we went to Jordanelle. We caught fish.
Yeah.
You're catching them through the ice right now in Strawberry.
Right?
We're catching fish there. We've got fish, of course, the gorge. We've got fish. I mean, they're popping up everywhere. Fish Lake, I just talked to the owners.
Yeah.
Huge upcycle for Fish Lake this year.
I've heard that.
It is everywhere.
That's going to be the sleeper in my mind.
The sleeper for sure this year, Fish Lake.
What new products do you have out this year?
Oh man, we could go over the wall, but we've got custom 5.5 bent Dodgers, only available for this show.
Okay.
Custom Super Squids, custom brand new Assassins. If you can think of a product of ours that you like, come down, we've got it.
Good deal. Do you have seminars going on even through Sunday?
We've got seminars all the way through Sunday. Last seminar starts at 3:30, ends at 4:30 on Sunday.
Good deal. Come down and see our buddy Jared Johnson. Come down and get some gear. We need to go fishing again.
We need to go, man. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Hey, there's still some ice. Let's go get some through the ice.
We can get some through the ice, and we can hit the ice off.
Right on, good.
I'm ready to do it.
Good to see you, sir.
You too, pal.
Hey, more here on KSL Outdoors. We'll be back from the ISE.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Smith & Edwards, Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, the Division of Wildlife Resources, Burt Brothers Tire and Service, Climate, King's Camo, Stedman's Recreation, and Camp Chef.
Hey, welcome back to KSL Outdoors. All right, imagine this. You're out in Utah's backcountry, you get injured, you get lost, you need to survive. How are you going to do it? Tonight, we're going to introduce you to a couple from Colorado that teaches primitive survival techniques. This crazy couple was even on Discovery Channel, Naked and Afraid.
Since I was a little kid, I always said that the other kids that played on the playground, I was always out checking out wildlife and trying to live like, you know, a little primitive person.
He's obviously an avid outdoorsman, and I'm an avid outdoors woman, and I've spent my entire life in the outdoors. When I met Matt, it really just sort of took things to a different level.
Meet hunters Matt and Brooke Wright. Both have competed on Discovery Channel's Naked and Afraid. In fact, Matt has faced the challenge 5 times. He's also the first person to ever take a big game animal on the show, and he took it with his homemade longbow.
For me, it's you leave everything. You leave everything that you know, all your clothes, everything you have at home, and you leave it all behind and you try to take on a place that you've never been before. And for me, that is like the ultimate challenge. It's the ultimate kind of testing of the skills that I've learned through the years.
You know, we jokingly say that I've been a naked and afraid widow all these years, and ultimately it was a way for me to connect with him a little bit more, because I got to hear all these stories and the things that he experienced, and I wanted to experience those things myself. Ultimately know that I can, you know, in any type of situation, that he can rely on me just as much as I can rely on him.
At this year's ISC, Matt and Brooke are giving seminars about their experience on Naked and Afraid, and they are promoting their company, Extreme Instinct, where they take people out and teach them primitive hunting skills.
I would say that some of the main skills we teach people is we'll teach you how to make, of course, primitive fire, sourcing water, making shelter, but then we're going to teach you how to primitively hunt, how to primitively track, how to use the sun for navigation, and pretty much, you know, how to take nothing and make it into something.
One of the skills they teach is how to make and throw an atlatl.
So the atlatl itself, it comes from the Aztec word that is spear thrower. The dart itself is a long skinny section here, has to have a lot of spring to it. The atlatl is actually a wood extension of the arm. So this is actually the first ever compound weapon created by man. And what it does is it gives you leverage to throw this dart. Then all you do is you point this dart at the target. When you go to throw, you're just delivering a downward kind of hammer hit. Average hunting distance with this is probably going to be within 15-20 yards.
Matt makes it look and sound easy, but is it?
Bam, that's it.
Pretty slick.
That's not bad. When you go to throw it, you want the tip to be at the target the whole time, so that when you go to throw it, just like this, what's happening is that tip is, everything's following the tip, and then just give it a good flick at the end. You're already throwing it better than most people. Oh, that's it right there. That's buffalo killer right there. But I started hunting with it, and I was like, you know what? I love this thing because of how simple it is and yet incredibly effective once you practice. And when you see that, it doesn't look like it's traveling that fast.
Yeah.
But that actually right there would stick about 8 inches into a deer. It's simple and kind of steps back, you know, 20,000 years.
Atlatl was fun.
It was.
That's a blast, isn't it?
Yeah, not too bad. And hey, you guys still have some seminars going on at the show.
we have a seminar tomorrow still.
Okay. And speaking of shows, your show is?
So tune in March 31st on the Discovery Channel at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And you're going to see a pretty epic episode of me on Naked and Afraid.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
Your episode
and mine is the 24th of March, and the same thing, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And you'll see the savage duo, the savage couple, take on 2 different challenges, but, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Savage, they'll be calling us by the end of it.
Thanks for keeping your clothes on.
Yes.
For sure.
Hey, more here from the ISE show in a moment, but first, back to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.
The weather's warming and the fish are looking up. Hi, I'm Aaron Anderson with Fish Tech's Dry Fly Tip of the Week. This time of year, you're going to get a lot of really good dry fly action. Those fish are going to be real active. And what you're going to want to look for is how the fish are rising in the surface film. If you're seeing an actual mouth coming up out of the water, you're going to be wanting to switch to a dry fly. Now, if you're just seeing some kind of rollers or fins or swirls or something like that, they're typically taking just a little bit below the surface or right in that surface film on emergers. And some of these patterns right here are going to work really well for that. A lot of the foam flies have been working really well. They sit low in the surface and they kind of imitate a dry and an emerger all at once. Have a couple different sizes of flies. Just having a size 20 and an 18 and being able to switch between the two might be the difference between a good day and a bad day. One of my most favorite techniques to go along with the dry fly is having a soft hackle on the dropper. And what I like to do is cast up, fish it like a dry fly, and then at the end swing it out at the bottom, and then at the end of the swing twitch it a little bit, and you'll be surprised how many fish you'll catch just doing that method. And with all these tips and tricks, and with anything more you need, come on down to Fish Tech. We'll be sure to help you out. Now for tonight's fishing line.
Hey, welcome back to the International Sportsmen's Expo. I'm Adam Eakle. Brian Nilsson, how you doing, sir?
Good, thanks to you. Thanks for coming.
King's Camel. This is always a pretty big show for you guys.
It is. It's, you know, it's a local show. We're just down the road in Linden, and so we always come out and do this show.
Yeah. Your lifestyle wear. I'm wearing the preacher pant. You got the XKG and solid. Yep. Tell me a little bit. It's kind of blown up.
It has blown up. You know, about a year and a half ago, we decided on a whim that, hey, let's bring in the ridge pants in charcoal. And so now, as you kind of look down here, we have them in khaki, we have them in charcoal. We've even gone as far as to bring the women's out in the solid khaki for lifestyle and summertime wear.
And charcoal?
Charcoal, both the ridge pants and the preachers that you have on are available in both charcoal as well as khaki.
Okay, and explain the preacher pant. For most people, the name preacher comes from the...
Preacher comes from the knee pads, right? You're down on your knees. Really, this is born out of all of us as we get older. We're out glassing, we're down on our knees, and our knees hurt. And so the preacher pant has a removable knee pad. Looks like you've got yours in or out. You pulled yours out because we're at the show.
Yep.
After you've worn them for a day, they break in. You can hardly even tell they're there. The preacher pant's a little bit heavier fabric, so we do have a little side vent in case you get a little warm. You can go ahead and vent out. But it's a little bit heavier fabric than the ridge. Few extra features, few extra dollars. The last solid we kind of wanted to show you guys is our new Elevation fabric.
Okay.
The Elevation quarter zip has been one of our best-selling shirts in the XKG line forever. Well, new now for 2019, we have it in 3 solid colors.
Really cool.
So it's the same high performance, polygene treated, but the solids also have a UPF rating on them. So they're great for fishing, hiking, just outdoors in the summer.
Really. And as we're finding out, people really enjoy their camouflage. They'll wear it around town. This stuff you could take to the church. You can go to work, go to school, whatever you need.
I have worn my charcoal ridge pants to church.
Yeah, I have stopped wearing Levi's because of this preacher pant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, cool. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Adam.
And again, the outlet store right there in Linden.
Right in Linden off of exit 275.
Or any of the popular retailers here in town.
Around, correct.
Cool. kingscamel.com. And if you're looking for a boat, why not go to the oldest marine dealer, boat dealer in Utah, Robinson Marine.
That's correct.
Rick, Ranger boats are the boats I've always dreamed of having. This Riata, this is a great family boat.
It's a pretty neat setup, Adam, not only for fishing, but it's a good little family all-around play boat. As you can see, it opens up. We're seating up here.
Yep.
Extra jump seats back here. We can sit 6 people comfortably in this boat. and it's only 1810
Yeah.
length overall, and the width is incredible on this boat. We got 100 inches of width, so it has a big boat feel, but yet it's very towable, single axle trailer. It's really the best choice for a guy that wants to fish but still take care of the family.
Robinson Marine, go check them out for all your supplies you need, for whether it's a new Minn Kota on the front, a trolling motor. You guys just hooked me up with a brand new trolling motor and got it all set up with the jack plate. Works perfect.
And we'll get you on the next one too. Thanks.
Thanks, Rick. Hey, we had to stop by another of our favorite outdoor sponsors, Climate, of course, a local Utah company.
Yeah, out of Kaysville.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys are really popular for this baffle system in your mummy sleeping bag. Kind of describe that.
Yeah, so with our sleeping bags, we've taken the idea of, you know, obviously people like the comfort of a normal sleeping bag, but also, you know, with mummy sleeping bags, sometimes they're too confining, right? Yeah. So what we've done is actually build in these stretch baffles, which stretch out close to about 30 inches. So when you do get in your bag, it looks like a mummy bag, but doesn't actually feel and act like a mummy bag, right? So when you get in there, you have all that extra movement, leg space, which makes for a really comfortable night for us. So.
The other thing I like, this is your oversized bag.
That's correct, yep.
And so guys like me with big broad shoulders, I can actually fit in this bag,
exactly.
lengthwise and broadwise.
Yep, broadwise, exactly. And that's what most guys, most people, even if you're not super broad, you just want the extra room. Yeah. That extra 10 inches in the shoulders is really going to make for a big difference as far as being able to move around in your bag and not feel so confined. Yeah. Totally.
Hey, I was talking to some of the guys the other day. You guys are actually coming out with some new types of pads. A little bigger, a little thicker, a little more comfort.
Exactly, as well as long. So we want to obviously design a bag or a pad towards the guy that's a little bit taller, so it's going to fit him a little bit better, as well as, you know, provide that extra comfort. So as far as the thickness as well. So
the company slogan, comfortable, rugged, lightweight,
exactly.
And if you're going to be comfortable, you might as well be wearing something from a Utah company that does a great job. In fact, you guys have won a lot of awards for some of your designs.
Exactly, yeah, a lot of awards through different, you know, publications and things like that, just for not only the comfort, but also the quality and, you know, the pricing. So we try to be very competitive in that regard as well.
Cool.
So,
thanks, Kate.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Adam.
Hey, going outdoors, you want to be comfortable, right? You want to be warm. Let's check out that warm temperatures. It's hopefully on the way. I turn it over to the guys and gals in the weather department. Hey, welcome back to KSL Outdoors. Back here with a couple of cute twins and their little brother, Castle. You guys have fun?
Yes.
What did you guys like the best about the ISE show?
Maybe holding the bears.
Holding the bears? Yeah, they're pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get your picture?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Hey, let's get a picture right now. You got to hold a fishing rod like you're ice fishing. You tell Grandma and Grandpa you need to go ice fishing.
Okay.
All right, there's still time left. And hey, you too, when you get out with your family, your friends, your little rugrats, make sure to take your camera, take a picture, submit it to our snapshot contest. You too could win our prize from Camp Chef. Now the best of the week, our snapshot of the week.
We kick it off with the first for Caitlin. After getting permission to hunt some private land, Caitlin was in perfect position to take this nice tom. Dad David says the first thing out of Caitlin's mouth was 1, when can we eat it? And 2, can I put the mounted fan on my wall? Dad says it was fun to see the excitement in Caitlin after bagging her first bird. Lacey shows off the Big Bad Boys Club of Park City. Lacey says this herd hangs out at Silver Creek all year, but this year's snow is getting a bit deep. Some of the bulls are crashing through the crusted snow up to their bellies. Tom waited 18 years for his dream bison hunt. Last year, he finally drew his Book Cliffs bison tag. On the 4th day of the hunt, he was rewarded with a 140-yard shot on a bull of his dreams. He even got to share the experience with his 10-year-old grandson right by his side. Check out this old snapshot. John Saxey says he was a little young to go on this deer hunt, dated 1953. John says he was just 10 and the allowed age for his family back then was 12. Looks like the family had some great success bagging a few forked horns and 2 4-points up Indian Creek near Strawberry. And finally, our winner tonight decided he'd had enough of our Utah snow and ice and headed to California for some bass. Joe and a few buddies were pre-fishing for a kayak bass fishing tournament in the Golden State when Joe struck gold with this 26 3/4 inch long, 9-pound hand. What a giant, Joe. Looks like you've got that kayak fishing down. And now you've also caught our big prize for having the snapshot of the week. Remember, submit your pictures or video, plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures, online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins a Redwood portable fire pit. Keep warm at the campsite, the tailgate party, or on the back patio. Plus, the winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
From the backcountry to your back patio, Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Well, Sorensen girls, you guys have a good time? Saw the baby bears?
Not yet.
Not yet? Madeline, you saw the baby bears? You have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a little gripe with the outdoor show, huh? What happened?
I was running around.
On a snapshot of the entry picture, right? See that guy behind the camera? I want you to go and take a fishing rod and hit him. He's the one that votes on him, okay? All right, you gonna submit another picture for us?
Yeah.
All right, it's a deal. You submit one, we'll give you a fair shake again. How's that? All right. Well, hey, I'm Adam Eakle, KSL Outdoors. Hoping you enjoyed this year's ISE. Hoping you get your family, your friends, especially your kids, and get them outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.